humans, this is Babysaurus Rex, and this is a dark version of my apartment. I had to turn off all the lights, not all of them. I have a bathroom light blinding at me, and then the screen light, and it's still not as good as the lighting from my dad's room, so sorry for all the grainy videos that you'll have been getting recently. So, let me talk about how this week has gone. It's been very weird because I kept trying to get back to my apartment in San Diego, and that's been really difficult to do because it's hard to leave your family. I love my family to death, but they were very much like, why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? Why? You don't have to go. Stay here forever. It's really hard when your family is like, please don't leave. But I was able to get out of the house today. But I also had to go get my car fixed. My car had its check engine light on for like over a year, and the people, so I went to like Firestone, and they were like, oh yeah, we can fix it real fast. Like they knew exactly what was wrong with it. So I'd been there for 8 hours, and they didn't have it fixed. But during that 8 hours, I talked to this woman, because she happened to be there for like the last 2 hours that I was there. And she was telling me about her life and her child, and we were just talking. And I was like, Discovery, I talk to strangers a lot and have random conversations. My roommate talks to strangers a lot too, and maybe one day you'll meet my roommate, probably not. But I'm glad to be back in this apartment because this is where I get actual work done. And I have friends over here, not to say that I don't have friends at home. I do, well, not at home anymore. I actually don't have any friends in the vicinity of home. I have friends at my previous school, and I have another friend in the CCC. He is my best friend, and if he watches this, he knows who he is, and I miss him dearly, and I hope he has fun fighting bears. I was really happy to see my cat again. Well, he's not my cat, he's my roommate's cat, and his name is Spot, or Spottykins, and my roommate likes to pick him up and sing to him. He like, Spottykins, Spottykins does whatever a Spottykins does. Her baby talk to him is fantastic, and I love it. I love it! Whether or not I post the video where I started to tear up, we'll see. I probably will, just for the sake of letting you guys see another side of me. But I got really emotional the other day where I was like, you know what, like, I'm important, and you are important, everybody around us is important, and don't let anybody ever treat you like you're not. And your life is more than important than, like, somebody else's attitude, and living well is the best revenge. And that's something that I really want to strive for, specifically the living well is the best revenge. And that person probably knows who they are. And it's not that I'm upset. Okay, let's rephrase that. I'm upset. And I appreciate that they want to become friends again. And they, being my ex-boyfriend, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it anymore. My ex-boyfriend has texted me since I started this channel and was saying, hey, I miss being your friend and all that jazz. And he broke up with me in such a shitty way that it was hard for me to agree to be friends again. So if he ever explains this side of the story, I'm sure it doesn't coincide with mine because everybody sees everything differently. But how I recall the breakup happening was I was driving home to go see him for Thanksgiving. I was going to spend the night at my parents' house and then drive the next morning to his house to go do a 5K. And he gave me a call and he said, hey, can I talk to you? And he sounded upset, and I was like, yeah, of course, what's wrong? Like anything, because I was really excited to go see him, and I was worried about him, you know, and I didn't know there was anything wrong with the relationship. And so he then was like, oh no, I'll tell you later. And I was like, no, tell me now, what's up? Like, I'm driving. And I should have probably let him tell me later because I was driving. I was a good 20 minutes away from my house, and he proceeded to tell me that he needed a break, and he read a letter that he wrote to me. And, you know, he doesn't know how bad I got after it because I was crying pretty uncontrollably by the time we hung up, so I only remember bits and pieces. But under the understanding was that he kept saying that the distance was too hard and it wasn't what he wanted, and he felt that we were more than just friends, or no, we were more friends than anything else, and that there's something missing, and just a whole bunch of things. And I wish I could remember it. Honestly, I wish I had the letter, like, because I only have it in my memory and not in person. oh, so by the time I got home, I was messed up. Like, I was so messed up to the point where my mom was scared for me, because I was like hyperventilating, shaking, and it hit a point where my mom had to go give me actual like medication, like a rescue pill, like an anxiety rescue pill, because I was not functional because of how hard I was crying. Like, I thought I was going to throw up. Like, that's how intense it was, because I thought he was the guy that I was going to marry, and that's always really difficult. We had even like jokingly looked at rings, and at one point in time he's like, yeah, like, pick out what ring you'd like we still have plenty of time, and I was in no rush. I just thought it was going to happen eventually. And it was like the week before that we jokingly looked, because his sister was more than likely getting engaged, and she had looked at rings, and so we're like, oh, in solidarity, let's look at rings, like, haha. And I don't know, it was kind of mean, I guess, because I feel like he knew for a while that he wanted to do this, and because it was the week before he broke up with me, and like, he was like so excited for this 5K thing. Like, he kept telling me like he had bought me a t-shirt for it and whatnot, and I was really excited to do it with him because I missed him. And then I texted him a week after the breakup, and it was like hell week, because I was doing an installation at a museum, and so I had to just kind of swallow my feelings for that entire week and just handle my shit. And so I texted him and I was like, hey, how's this break treating you? And he's like, well, it's been a long month. And in my mind, I was like, when did you break up with me in your head? Because we'd only been broken up for a week. And basically he turned around and I like asked something along the lines of like, what's going on? Like, what's up? And he said that he just didn't love me that way anymore. He loved me, but he wasn't in love with me. And for me, that was hard, because I was still in love with him. And mind you, I'm still in love with him, even though, like, I'm angry and I'm frustrated, and I still adore him, though. Like, he's still such a great guy, and if you're watching this, because you might, because you support me, I still think you're a great guy, and I think you're one of the most amazing humans in the world, and I wish you all the best in the world. I just think that you kind of fucked up a little bit, and I'm sorry that I am not going to be that person in your life, because I always thought I was going to be. But now I'm going to be better. And it's just to it's slightly a mean revengey thing, but like, in all reality, if you're not going to treat me that, like, you don't treat somebody that way. You don't rip them like that. And you do that in person. We've been dating for 2 years, mind you, everybody else. And you don't treat somebody that way, and I needed him to know that, and he will probably know that at this point, because it's harder to text it to him, and one of the things is I tried not to be dramatic, and what he also doesn't know is that, so backtracking, for those of you who don't know, because some of you follow me and know me as a human being because you know my life, I was writing him in a journal, and so I had gotten him a journal and me a journal, and I would write him in the journal and he would write me, and we'd switch it back and forth. And so the one that I currently have, he only wrote 3 pages, and I continued writing in it after the breakup, because in my mind it wasn't happening, and I still told him about my day and still how I felt and how much I loved him and how much I missed him. And now it's silly, and I have it still, and my roommate said that she was going to throw it away, and she was taking it to the trash, and I had a complete fit. And I know that she was trying to be there and looking out for me, but I was like, you don't, and she didn't do it, but like, there's too much emotional connection to that thing, even though he only wrote 3 pages, and I should have noticed in those 3 pages, because he was kind of hinting that he had an issue, and I guess I didn't read between the lines so much, but basically what I'm saying is that I'm gonna live better, and I'm gonna do things for myself, and I'm gonna be selfish, and I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna be the most successful me I can be. And one day I'm gonna find somebody that won't think that the distance is too much. I don't even live 3 hours away from him. And I tried my best, and I'm sure I could have tried harder, and I'm not putting all the blame on him. I could have tried harder. Sorry for the abrupt cut. My roommate had come back in the middle of that, and she didn't know that I'd started doing YouTube, and I didn't want to be like surprised. I talked to my computer screen really randomly. But what I was saying before is that I refuse to let anybody make me feel like I'm not important and that distance is too much, or that, you know, anything along that sort. And like, as I said before, I have a feeling that he'll watch this because he started texting me after the break, like after I started doing YouTube. So he might actually see this. I don't want him to feel bad. I don't want him to like think that I think any less of him. I just need him to realize that now there's a fire on my ass to be everything I can be, to be something that he can't obtain anymore. Because why would I be stagnant, and why would I continue to drown in my like loneliness and my pity and whatever, or throw a pity party? I didn't even throw a pity party. My mom and my family, they saw me have my freak out and my cry, and I handled my shit and I cleaned myself up and put myself back together, and I went right back to work. And that was the only way I could handle that, because you think you know somebody after 2 years, and you think that you know what's going to happen and that you're going to be with that person forever, especially if you felt that you really love them. And I will always love him. He will always be the one that I don't understand what happened, you know? But there's going to be somebody else, and whether or not it happens now or later, because God, if it happened now, that'd be too much. That's a little too soon. Because 2-year relationship, supposedly you're supposed to wait a year. I don't expect him to wait a year. If he does, that's great. More power to him. But if he doesn't, I'm not gonna flip a bitch unless it's with somebody that I am close friends with, and then I might have to flip a bitch and be like, fuck no. Sorry. But it is what it is, and good luck to him, and I hope he realizes now that, you know, maybe I was a little bit more important and should have been deemed a little bit more important, and that maybe distance shouldn't have been the thing that ruined it. Because saying that it wasn't the relationship you signed up for is essentially telling somebody that, sorry, you can see Spot in the background, which is great. But basically turning around and telling somebody that they're not worth it, never the right move, especially if you were in that deep of a relationship with them. I could get it if like you're dating somebody for like a month, but 2 years versus a month, you know? But with that being said, I can do a proper goodbye because I did a rushed one. You'll probably not see it. I'll probably cut that. But I just want to let you guys know that Rawr means I love you in dinosaur. So Rawr, my friends, and be everything and more, because living well is the best revenge. Oh God, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, pressing every wrong button. Oh God, how do you turn this thing off? Oh no, oh God, oh Jeebus, oh Jeebus Christ. I said close, I said quit, oh God, Jeebus.